Hi, ladies. Hey, I'm sorry I'm running a few minutes late. I dropped my notes. I dropped everything. Trying to get over here, I was like, oh my gosh. It was just one of those days I'm extra klutzy. And so I am excited about our Thursday live at 5s. These have been amazing. I've had so many of you women that really appreciate these, and I am so glad you do. Hey Donna, it's good to see you, because these are important to me. I wish that at age 45, I would have had somebody to tell me these things. You know, I love my mom and I love my mama. I got blessed with 2 moms. And neither one of them really, even though they're going to see this because they're in this group, neither one of them really told me about what to expect from menopause. And I wish that someone would have, right? I wish, because as women, you know, we're just kind of, women's issues like this are just so quiet. You know, they're not talked about. I'm 55 years old. I have been through menopause and I experienced all the changes. And the first thing, hi Lynn, hi Melita, the first thing that I want to tell you guys before we even get started is that I was not fit before 50 at all. I wasn't one of these people who went to the gym since age 20. Okay, and so I really learned these things I want to teach you tonight. Hey Rebecca, I learned all these things after the age of 50, 51-ish. Right in there was when I started learning what I am going to talk to you about tonight. And when I did, what happened was it changed my body so much that from that, our company was born. From my changes of my body and my husband's changes of his body. Now, he competed. I'm not going to talk about him much, but he competed for the first time in his life at age 51. And I want to tell you this because it was such a drastic change he had in his body that at the age of 51, he won the title of Mr. Tennessee. He has an amazing physique. And he too was one of those people, he was kind of in and out of the gym. He really wasn't fit at 50. And by the age 51, he had changed his body and it transformed. And so has mine. And so people started asking us questions. Friends first, what are you guys doing? And because of that, our company was born. We did not set out, Tracy, we didn't set out to start a fitness company after the age of 50. Oh my gosh. Who would even think of doing that, right? Unless you're in shape all your life, but you don't be out of shape and then go, oh, well, when I turn 50, I'm going to go get in shape and start a fitness business. No, you don't do that. But I'm here today, never meaning to in my lifetime start a fitness company of any kind. I never went to a fitness class. I had a trainer for 1 or 2 months in the gym, but this is before I was 50. And he's a nice guy. I learned how to lift a little bit of weight. So I was still, anyway, long story short, I am not one of those people. I have never done the Peloton, all these things that women do. Yoga, never done that. Mine only consisted of trying every diet there was in the world after the age of 45 and having massive failures. So I was just a complete failure. The only way I could seem to lose weight was to basically go for long periods of time on very little food. And I cardioed it out. I thought walking, running, jogging. I hated running and jogging, but I was doing it because I wanted to lose the weight. And as soon as I quit and I started eating normal again, all of it came back. Now, before the age of 45, I didn't have those problems. I didn't have that, Angela. No, I see you on here. Thanks for joining me. Lynn's at the gym and she's here right now. It is so awesome to have you, Lynn. I hope I don't bore you to death. Hope you still get a good workout. But listen, I was in the same place as so many of you guys. That's why I relate. I have been there. I should have wrote the book on diet failure. I mean, I have been a failure. And I honestly nothing worked for me. I couldn't figure it out. And then my body started changing, right? And hi, Julie, good to see you on here. I want to show you guys something. I want to show you a picture of me. This is me on national television. Oh boy. Anyways, hi Mama. I just talked about you a minute ago. You have to rewind. This is me on national television. And I prepared for that for 6 weeks without hardly any food. And that's what I looked like there. And you know, that was about age 45, I think 45 or 46. And I couldn't seem to get it under control. And this is me now. Okay, I want to tell you what happened. And I want to show you guys what happened. First of all, let me show you another picture of me. Starving myself, basically, to death. It was not the answer either. And I showed up looking like this. Look, guys. Look, no butt. Look at my arms, how puny and tiny. I starved myself to get skinny. And I felt awful, 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 awful. And I didn't understand why I looked like that, why I had absolutely no butt. Now, I've never had a large butt ever, but even when I was heavy. But I couldn't figure it out. What was I doing wrong? Like, how do these ladies look toned and all that and feel good? Because I felt awful there. I also felt awful here. And from the age of this, 45, to the age of 51, was just this awful relationship with my food. And my body changes were just, I couldn't understand why I was getting so much weight around my middle. I have another picture. Look at that. Look at this. Look at the weight. Look at this fat that was around here. It just started gaining this, and I didn't understand what it was. It was so thick. And I remember sitting down, if I'd have on really like a dress or something loose, and feeling my tummy hanging down on my legs, just, you know, and just the sweat and everything else. And I thought, what is going on in my body? And I couldn't understand it. So that's all three of my problems, right? I was either big, or I was starving myself and getting skinny, and then it would all come back and more. And that's what I dealt with. And the changes in my body were a lot of inflammation. And by inflammation, I mean chronic, not the good kind. You know, the good kind of inflammation is when we cut ourselves or bruise ourselves and we see red, you know, on there, or a cut that has red around it. That's our body that's starting to heal things, right? But bad inflammation is chronic inflammation, where our bodies feel like there's a threat because we're bringing things into our life that we shouldn't. And I'll talk more about that in a minute. And because of that, our immune system starts attacking. And it causes inflammation, and it's the bad kind. It puts our immune system on like crazy, like it's just coming and going and working so hard is the only way I know to. It's just pushing and fighting against nothing, so it keeps fighting and against a perceived threat, okay? And I'm going to tell you why that happens in a little bit. It has a lot to do with the foods I was choosing. But I want to tell you what happened was I learned some things to change my body, and all this crazy middle, and my aches and my pains and not sleeping at night and all of the things that go along with it. Now, I still have had some symptoms, but because I changed some things, my body changed drastically, and the way I felt has improved. Oh my gosh, guys, I have so much energy. I feel so much better. And the first thing that most women will ask me, Allie, what supplements do you take? Hi, Teresa. Good to see you. Supplements. Ladies, you don't have to have the patches, and you don't have to have the pills. There's not a magic supplement, I can tell you. But I'm going to tell you there's some things that I take, and I'm going to share those with you in just a minute. But before I do, I want to talk to you just a little bit about what changed my body and why. And I'll bring all that into the midst of it, okay? I'll talk to you about supplements, but I want to tell you I'm not on here to sell you supplements. I'm not on here to sell you patches or pills or any magic weight loss plan, because those aren't real. I'm here to give you tips, but it's really not tricks. It's just real diet information that will change your life. And if you put it, and not just listen, but if we put it into practice, it will change your life, and it will change your body, and it will change your health, and it will change every area of your life. And here's why. Because fitness has been my gateway. Okay, it has been my gateway, and I call it that because it has helped me rebuild my confidence. My confidence was through the basement. Fitness and health has helped me find the love of my life, to have confidence in myself again when everything in my life I seem to be a failure at. I resigned from my music career. I left my marriage that over almost 31 years. I walked away from everything and was basically homeless unless someone took me in for a short period of time. And I lost everything, walked away from everything, and restarted my life over. And that included my diet life. And I will tell you this, my self-esteem was in the toilet, but thank God I changed my diet and began to really research and understand what was going on with me. And it's the same thing that is most likely going on with you. Now, I've worked with thousands of clients. I'm not the only miracle thing child out there, and I don't consider myself to be a supermodel of any kind or that at all. But I'm telling you, I have clients and they come on and they follow these things that I teach them. They too transform their bodies and their lives. And Beth is one I put up the other day, yesterday, to talk about what we're going to talk about here. So here's Beth. That was when she came to work with me, and here is Beth when she left. And Beth right now is still maintaining this, and she looks amazing. So I wanted to show you that. Here is her from the back. She too had the menopause gain here, and here's her from the back. And I had the same as her, and here is her now. Isn't that amazing? She's no longer a client of mine, but she is an amazing person, and she's done some great things. Here is her from the side view, and she's not real heavy or anything, but she just didn't understand, where is this coming from, you know? And there's her now. Isn't that amazing to see? So I want to show you another client, and I'm going to tell you the things that we did to change these ladies' life. This lady was 49, and look at that. Whoa. I mean, she looks great. Her name is Carla, an amazing, amazing woman, and I'm going to tell you what, she looks like she's a 19-year-old, 18-year-old right there. Crazy. She's 50 now. This is another lady who came on, and she didn't have much weight to lose at all, right? She looked pretty great, but there's her now. Look at that. Whoa. This is Gina. She wanted to lose, I can't remember what she wanted to lose at first. I think 30 or 35 pounds. She ended up losing 80 pounds. She did amazing, amazing things. She changed her whole life. You know, just like me, it wasn't just a transformation of just changing her body. It affected her whole life. And she fought for her marriage, and her marriage was restored, and so many things in her life were just transformed. Her story is incredible, and if you haven't heard her testimony, you'll have to listen. So let me tell you guys, here's one more. I want to show you one more that I love. I might show you another one after this, but this one is a lady that came on our program, and this was her face when she signed up, and 5 weeks later, I want you to see what happened. Look at that. That is the same woman 5 weeks apart. Isn't that amazing? That's amazing. There is no Photoshop there. There is nothing there. And her friend actually took this picture because her friend said, "You look like, Vicki, you look like you're glowing." She said, "Your face has changed so much. What are you doing?" And she put that picture up. She took that picture of her. And this woman right here, she could barely even, she didn't know her face had changed like that. So I want to tell you guys what I did, and what the top 3 things that I did that changed my body, and that changed my life, and that changed these women's bodies and their lives. And this woman right here, she blows my mind, because she came on, and that's her in 90 days. I kid you not. And this is her over 2 years later. She's still rocking the bikini, because she doesn't have that up and down roller coaster thing like I had going on. I'm going to tell you what. It didn't have to do with supplements that we buy. There was no magic pill. There was no thing that we took that was dangerous for our bodies and that could cause health and heart issues. Nothing. It was just food and exercise. Everyone is doing amazing, Susan. Thank you. You know, they really are. If you come on and it's what I teach. It's not something specific that you have to buy. It's what I teach. And I give you guys a lot of information here. And I hope that you put it into work. Put it into the process and let it start to begin changing your lives like some of you are doing. I've had some of you reach out and say, hey, Allie, I'm losing weight. Thank you. I started doing this or I stopped doing that. And it's awesome because it doesn't just change. I'm glad that you want to lose weight or something like that. But here's the thing I get to touch your life and change your life. And I consider that an honor. And so I hope it changes your health and you live longer, and you have a better quality of life. That's what this is about. So I'm going to start at number 3 and I'm going to work my way back to the most important thing, but I'm going to start with number 3, okay? Number 3 thing that I did, and we're going to count down, was weight training, all right? Weight training. And that was a scary thing. I remember walking into the gym, ladies, and I thought, oh my gosh, I wanted to walk back out. I didn't know about the machines. I didn't know how to use the machines. I didn't know how to use free weights or any of the machines at all. I was just so intimidated. I walked into not a Planet Fitness, into a regular gym where people lifted heavy things. And I was so uncomfortable. And I was 49, 50 years old. And I thought, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do it. Here we go. And I just about walked out. And one of my very first experiences was some guy walking by me and telling me I wasn't using one of the machines correct. And I wanted to smack him. I thought, oh my gosh, seriously? Thanks for letting me know is what I wanted to say. I just went, I'm not that kind of person. I just said thanks and tried not to be cocky, but I just wanted to be seriously? It was just not fun. I was already feeling so uncomfortable. But anyway, so, the first thing I did was weight training, and I'll tell you why it works. Here's why. Because as we age, ladies, hey Heather, as we age, we start losing muscle, and it's just normal. You do it, I do it, we all do it. And what happens is when we have muscle loss, it's just sarcopenia. Sarcopenia is a normal thing. Muscle loss after the age of 30, 40, it can get 5 to 7 pounds of muscle loss every 10 years. And our metabolism is regulated by our muscle. That's one of the things that regulates our muscle. So the less muscle we have, the slower our metabolism. And I felt like my metabolism was dead. How many of you ladies have felt like your metabolism was dead? Surely I'm not the only one. Let me know. Give me a heck yeah or something. I felt like I could not lose weight to save my life. My metabolism, there's some yeses. Thank you. I know I'm not alone because my clients say the same thing. Why can't I lose weight? Why is it, And I was the same way. I would cut back on things and still barely lose any weight. And I thought, what is wrong with me? My metabolism must be dead. I'm not burning any calories. So what you have to do is, the reason that the gym became important and lifting weights was so important, and really it started transforming my body. It was one of the first things. I didn't see a lot of changes from just going to the gym though. I want to tell you, I went to the gym. I got stronger. I just saw a little bit of body changes, but not huge things until I added the other 2 things I'm getting ready to tell you about. So number 1 was building my muscle back by doing resistance training. Now, do you have to go in the gym and lift weights like these guys? No, you don't. But I do now. I do. I enjoy it. But I didn't start here. So I started working my way up. It was ladies, you don't have to start what I do tomorrow. I can lift on a pendulum squat 600 and something pounds. I remember when I couldn't lift hardly 10 pounds. I remember when I put the bar across my back and it was 45 pounds, and oh my gosh, I was so afraid I was going to fall backwards. I really couldn't lift it. I had to have help. 45 pounds was a lot for me. It took me forever. And I remember finally I walked up to 90 pounds and I'm like, I'm squatting 90 pounds. And now I can squat up to 250, 275 pounds sometimes, not every day. But I'm going to tell you, sometimes you're stronger than that. But here's what you do. You walk your way up. And do you have to get to where I am now? No. But I'm telling you, if you do, it will really build your muscle back. And it has made a huge difference in my life, not only by helping my metabolism to start burning again, but to also change the look of my body. Now, when I hear women say, well, muscle weighs more than fat, well, 5 pounds of muscle and 5 pounds of fat weigh the same, right? Muscle doesn't weigh more than fat. Okay, we've heard that. And I always thought, how can that be true? So muscle doesn't weigh more than fat. Here's the thing that is the truth, though. 5 pounds of muscle is about like this, maybe. Okay? 5 pounds of fat is like this. It's 3 times in size of muscle. So while muscle and fat weigh the same at 5 pounds, the volume of the muscle is so much smaller. And that's why the scale doesn't always work. When you're lifting weights, you think, oh, I can't lift weights. I'm gaining weight. No, you're actually probably just holding some water because your muscles are sore from inflammation, and that's good because that means they're healing, right? And also, you're building some muscle, and don't worry because that muscle is much smaller and it's going to help your metabolism burn than that fat. So you might be gaining muscle and losing fat at the same time. How cool is that? And your body weight not changing, but the composition of your body changing. Hallelujah. You might lose a bunch of inches off your waist. And I see that happen to my clients all the time. That's very, very cool. Very, very cool. So weight training. And you know what? Body weight exercises are a great place to start. So start with body weight exercises. I couldn't do one push-up. I'm still not great at push-ups because I have a really bad elbow. But start with, start somewhere. Just do squats at home. Just air squats. Start there. And maybe add a couple cans of beans. Yes, I'm serious. I have done it. I have worked out with gallons of milk. 1 gallon of milk because I didn't have any weights. Start somewhere and just work your way up, and you'll get stronger and stronger and stronger. It will change your metabolism. It'll help change the look of your body, but you got to do the other things. Just working out is not going to get you there, okay? I tried that. So many people have tried just the working out over the age of 45, and it really doesn't change you much. You got to get your other things right. Number 2, and it is so important that you get this right, ladies. If you get this right, it's not only going to change the look of your body, it's going to change your health and your life. It's not a supplement. It's not something you can buy in pill form or a patch form. It's not a miracle drug, but it kind of is. It's real food. Real food. I'm talking about 1 ingredient foods. I'm not talking about things you buy. Hi, Nicole. Hi, Buffy. Not things you buy in boxes and bags and with all the ingredients in them. I'm talking about things that have 1 ingredient in them. Those things are the things that will change your health and change your life. Those things that existed before all the manufacturing. Those things that our ancestors ate. Meat. I said meat. Protein. You need protein. And as you age, you need more protein. And I'm going to tell you why. There are people out there that are telling you you don't need much protein and you need to go vegetable. I'm not against vegetables. Vegetables are good. But here's the thing. I want you to think and use common sense with me just for a minute. Just for a minute. Listen to me. Our ancestors went long periods of time with no vegetables in winter. Snow, all of the things that they had to survive. What did they have? Meat. And you can get vitamins and minerals from meat. Eat your protein. Eat lean meats. Eat meat with fat in it. Eat meat, because it is something we are carnivores. And while the carnivore diet is a thing right now, people eating only meat, that is not good either. But eat your meat, because the older you get, the more you need protein. Now let me tell you a quick story. I'm going to make it really, really quick about meat. In World War II, I can hardly ever say that. I love this story because it hits home with me. The average weight of a man was 143 pounds. And men were dying just from small injuries at World War II. Okay, everything was rationed, everything. So even in the infirmary, there were rations on things. And men were dying at astounding rates, so much so that our government stepped in and spoke with the doctors and said, what can we do? This is not acceptable. They're dying from the smallest injuries. What are we going to do? And the doctors didn't have the knowledge that we have today, but they knew that protein was something that caused your body to heal. Now, back in that day, there was not the protein powders or anything. There was just meat, right? Meat and veggies. But veggies have very low protein. Meat is what they talked to the government about, and they said, we really believe that if you give us more meat protein to give to these men, that it will help their survival rate. And I want to tell you how much they upped their meat protein intake to. It is astounding. They were 143-pound men. The men that could eat the protein, they took their protein up to 250 grams daily. That is a lot of meat. I'm eating 150 grams of protein every day, and it is a large amount of meat. Now listen, if you're listening to me, do not try tomorrow to get 150 grams of protein. It will not be good for your body will reject it, and you will not feel good. Just like the working out, you have to work your way up. But listen to me. 250 grams of protein took the survival rate of those men, injured men in World War II, up to over 50% more of a survival rate from eating meat. Why? Because I had to have surgery on my breast 2 years ago. My doctor, my surgeon said, Allie, are you eating protein, and how much protein are you eating? And I told him how much. At the time, I think I was around 100 grams a day. And he said, good, because as you eat this protein, it will help you heal. I'm so glad you said that, because your healing and recovery time, will decrease. Your healing will just increase. It will be quick as compared to if you were eating low protein. So don't be afraid of protein. It's very important, ladies. Get it in. Sorry I got stuck there, but I want you to realize how important that is. How many of you are tracking your protein? Let me know. And if you are, reach out to me. Let's talk about that, and let's see where you need to be. Okay, it's important for healing, for building muscle. It's all of those things. Okay. Hi, Nicole. Good to see you. So, weight training and then diet, clean foods, one ingredient foods, guys, not all the processed stuff. Before manufacturing, and we had crackers and Doritos and fruit bars and all of that stuff, canned items. Our food was so simple. And I want you to think about, what did our ancestors eat? Did they eat carrots all year and celery all year and all those things all year? They didn't have those things in wintertime. I want you to think about what they ate, because they had to rely on certain staples. And that's the foods we need to really focus in on and say, if we survived for however many thousands or millions of years we've been around as a human race, there's a reason for that. And maybe we ought to rethink what we're eating right now. So I want you to think about your diet and think about how your ancestors ate. And I want you to start eating more close to that than where we are as far as processed foods go, right? And believe me, as you change it out, ladies, your cravings and things will start going away. And here's the thing, your hormones will start to balance. You know, I had my hair loss, the tummy around here that was just built up, all that excess visceral fat starts going away with that exercise, getting those muscles strong and healthy again, and getting your diet on point. So number 3 was strength training, resistance training of some type. Start with even bands or at home with cans and with gallon jugs. You know, whatever you got to start with. And if you want to go to the gym and lift weights, I'm going to tell you it's going to change your body. Number 2 was your diet. Get it on point with, think about how our ancestors ate. Before all of the manufacturing and all the commercialism, you know, and all of that, and think how they ate, and then start eating like that. Those one ingredient foods are going to change your life and change your health. That's what me and my clients have done. We know, here's another thing we do. We know how much protein we need to have every day. We don't go saying, I'm not going to eat no carbs. No carbs to low carbs. Girl, I eat carbs all the time and I love them. Now, I'm not out there all the time eating cinnamon rolls and donuts and white bread, but I am eating carbs and I enjoy it. My body enjoys it. It helps me grow muscle. It helps me stay strong. I love carbs. So how many of you have tried the low carb diet? I did it for about 5 years. On and off. Is there anybody else out there who did low carb for a while or a long time like me? Bridget, thank you for being so sweet, hon. You said I'm amazing. Thank you. I hope it's touching your life. Is there anybody out there who's eating that low carb? I know you are, because it's been a thing, girls. It's been a thing. And so you can have carbs. I remember sitting there thinking, oh my gosh, like I've tried this for 5 years and I look like, where am I? I look like this. It clearly did not work. Yep, Allison said, oh my gosh. Heather said it messed up her metabolism. Oh my gosh, it did me, Heather. I lost a little weight, but you know what? Heather, it was so hard because, and I did it for 5 years on and off, but it was so hard. I remember going to a birthday party thinking, I can't have any cake. I couldn't have anything to drink. I couldn't have any cake. I couldn't have anything because I was low carb in it. Oh my gosh, Heather, it's awful, isn't it? And so anyways, it messed me up. It really did mess me up. And then I wasn't losing weight, and I heard somebody say, well, you know, Allie, you probably need to up your fat some. It's going to help you lose weight quicker on a low-carb diet. Holy cow, ladies, don't do that. Woo! That is dangerous. My gallbladder started reacting, and to this day, if I eat one piece of bacon, I don't even have to eat a piece. A couple bites, as soon as I do, my gallbladder goes crazy. It's like, nope. So I can't eat it. Yes, it is awful. So weight training and what? Weight training, if you're not doing weight training, do some kind of body weight resistance training. I have body weight resistance workouts on YouTube you can do for free. There's like 195 of them me and my husband did. If you want that link, reach out. I'll give you that link. Start there. Start working out at home. These are 30-minute workouts. They're absolutely free. I'd love for you to have them. And that will set you up to where you're building some muscle back. You're going to be building up that metabolism. Just send me a message or leave something below. And good, Bridget, do one right now. That's awesome. And so you know what? They're really going to be helpful for you. So get that diet right. Get those clean foods. Those ancestors, our ancestors' foods. Start eating that stuff, you know? The hunting and gathering that they would do. Eat those foods that they would hunt and gather. It's that simple. Can you still have a little cake every now and then and a little bit of this and a little bit of that? Yeah, just straighten your diet up. About 80% of your diet. I still have peanut M&Ms. I'll work them right into my calories and my proteins, carbs, and fats for the day. And by the way, somebody asked me, could you please do a video on what you eat every day? And I would. But here's the thing. I'm not trying to lose weight. My calories won't work for you. I'm a different height. I'm a different weight. I'm a different age than most of you. I've got different muscle mass than you. And so that's why I'm successful. I know what my diet should look like for me. And that's why this lady right here, Stacy Zunner, has been able to keep it over 2 years. And Beth over well, she's not at 2 years yet, but Beth, as she left too, because we know how to manipulate our calories and how to stay on track and still, you know, eat things we like. I'm not going to go without cake for the rest of my life. Now, am I going to eat cake every day? No, but I'm definitely going to slip in some chocolate and every now and then some potato chips and some fun stuff and some even white bread every now and then. Yeah, you know, there's some things you can't have maybe if you are pre-diabetic, but you know what? Diana, you need to enjoy your food or you're not going to stick to it. So you got to enjoy what you're allowed to have, right? Some of these diets that they put us on that we don't even have to do are just nuts, and they make us want to give up and quit on life, right? I still enjoy it. So Diana, follow your doctor's recommendations, but find ways to enjoy it. There are ways to enjoy your food without having all the sugar and the things that you can't have, the white flour and all those things. There's ways to enjoy it. So reach out. I've actually got some tips on that. I am not a doctor, but I do have some information that I'd love to share with you. Okay. Another here is number 1. So we talked about number 3 thing that I did was weight training, body weight resistance, or working out at the gym and lifting weights. That was built my metabolism, helped me build back muscle, change my body through getting my diet right. Because if your diet does not support it, ladies, that workout in the gym is not going to do you much good. You can go work out 7 days a week, 3 hours a day, and if you're not getting your diet right, it's not going to support it, especially after the age of 40. So you got to get your diet on point. Know what your calories really should look like. Understand that protein is really, 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 really important. Eating carbs is really good, and getting healthy fats is going to help with your healthy fats like avocado oil, those kind of things, nuts, those kind of things. There are some really good ones out there, olive oil. But listen, those things, those fats have high calories, so know how much you're intaking. Because if not, if you just start eating almonds every day, and just huge amounts of almonds, you're going to gain weight because the calories are high. But that's a healthy fat, okay? So understand what your diet should look like, and that's what coaches do. That's what I do. Find somebody who's done what you want to do. There are very few women that have gotten shape over the age of 50 that are coaches and that are teaching you what they did. I tried it. I've tried every diet out there. I could not get anything to work for me because it was basically eat less calories or try some gimmick. And gimmicks don't really work after the age of 40. They really don't work because we go back to trying to live everyday life and then we fall off track, gain the weight back and more, which leads me to number 1. The biggest thing that I did that has changed my life. Now, the number 1 was this. And I've talked about this before. Lifestyle and mindset. Changed my life more than anything. What do I mean by lifestyle and mindset? I quit dieting. I quit dieting. Now, some of you are listening to me right now and you're going, then how did you lose the weight? I quit dieting. Here's what I did. I ate the right foods. I knew what my calories should look like. And I built a lifestyle around that. I enjoyed my food every day. If I were eating carrots and celery sticks every day, I would be an angry person. If that's all I was eating, and I was skinny and looking good, I would still be angry. Because I would have muscle loss just like I did in that picture, guys. Where is it? Oh my gosh, it was awful. I felt awful. I felt awful. I felt awful. Holy cow, that's eating celery and carrot sticks. That's all I ate, if I even ate anything. Awful. And you know what? It didn't make me feel good. And I looked awful, I felt awful. And so, no, I had to build a lifestyle that I could enjoy. Is it trash? Do I eat trash? I used to eat a lot of trash. Steak is so good. I eat steak? Yeah, I eat steak all the time. I love steak. I will eat top sirloin steak every now and then. If I'm having low fat, I'm like, oh, I could have a ribeye today. I'm going to add a ribeye to add in more fat into my diet. Those fats are good for you as long as your calories are right. And they'll help balance out your hormones. Yes. And so butter. Oh my gosh, I have butter on a piece of Ezekiel bread. It's so good. I love it. Ezekiel toast with butter on it. I'll put some cinnamon on there and I'll use some monk fruit sweetener and put it on there and have cinnamon toast. Delicious. Fit it into my diet. Oh my gosh, There are very few supplements I take, guys. The supplements are not what changed my life, but I want to tell you about a few before I move on. Protein powder. That helped me get my protein in because I realized that my protein was way too low. Just to tell you a quick story, I went in Walgreens. How many eggs a week do I have, Diana? A lot. I do. I have a lot of eggs. I enjoy eggs. It's a healthy fat. I especially egg whites. They don't have fat, but they have a lot of protein in them, so I have them. I love them. How many do I have a week? I don't even know. I have whatever I want to have. There is no strict diet. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I have what I want to have that fits into my calories and into my macros, okay? So just, get in what you want to eat. If I don't want to eat eggs one day, good golly, I'm not eating eggs, okay? But supplements. Let me get back here. Some of you ask, what supplements do I need to take to help balance my hormones, Allie? And there are a few I recommend, but I recommend you eat well. And when you eat well, you're getting a lot of the things that your body really, really needs. That means dump the things that come in boxes and bags and with all the ingredients on them. And don't eat very little of those and focus mainly on those one ingredient food items. It's really simple. Can you still have the carrots and a little bit of Doritos every now and then and all those things? Yes, you can. But make sure you focus 80% of the time on those healthy foods because that's what's going to help balance your hormones and help you more than any supplement. Supplements I would recommend that you take. Protein supplement, if you cannot get your protein in every day, it will help you. A healthy protein supplement, not one that you buy usually off of Walmart shelves. To be really honest, they've got things in there that can be really bad for you, from sweeteners to fillers to all kinds of things. The best one I've found is not my company at all. The best protein powder I know of is Transformation Protein. You can get it online. I will do commercials for them. My husband will do commercials for them. Because we believe in the product, I will not do a commercial for anything or any product that I do not believe in at all. And I am not out here hawking and selling products. And you guys know that because you won't see them on my page. But Transformation Protein has a collagen powder I love. I put it in my coffee in the morning. It helps with my protein. I get 11 grams in my coffee in the morning of protein. And also they have a protein drink that is really, really good. You can make mug cake with it. You can do all kinds of things with protein powder. You can even make waffles with protein powder. And sometimes I will use it for that to help me get my protein in, and I don't have a big old piece of meat, I don't want meat for every meal either. And so that helps me get my protein in sometimes. Do I use Transformation Protein every day? No, I don't. I rely solely, not solely, I rely mostly on meat and just food, just regular food, just like our ancestors ate. And every now and then, hey, I want a chocolate shake, I'll go have it, chocolate protein shake. And so that is one thing that I do use. Another thing that I do use is magnesium, and I gave a talk on that before on a Thursday Live at 5. I do this every Thursday Live at 5. I'm just about ready. I'm out of time, so I need to get off here. But I will do magnesium, and there are reasons for that because our food supply is not, our soil is not rich in magnesium like it used to be in a lot of the minerals. Long story short, talk to me about magnesium if you're having anything like depression, anxiety, PTSD. Gosh, it helps with everything. Magnesium helps with over 600, I used to think it was 400, but it's actually over 600 biochemical responses in your body. That means if your magnesium is low, you're not absorbing other minerals, and everything's over 600 processes in your body are not working correctly. That includes your metabolism, okay? So magnesium is one that you need to start taking very slowly if you start. Sorry, I'm throwing so much information in here. Another thing that is good to take is zinc. It's very, very good for women who are going through menopause. Magnesium spray is really, really good. If you've never used it before, it will feel like a burning sensation on you. But it won't hurt you at all. So that is another way to take it, but just go slow with magnesium. Another one is potassium. That is a really, really good one. Potassium, though, I want you to always consult your doctor because it does interact with some medications. So make sure that you do consult your doctor before taking it. Another reason I say to take it is because our soil, like I talked about with magnesium, is depleted. Another one that I tell you, take it. If you have joint pain of any kind, start taking your omega-3 fish oil. It's very, very important. Get a good one. Take one that is burpless if you need to, because it can cause you to have tummy distress and you to burp up fish from taking a pill. So that's gross. But sorry. But yes, nutritional yeast, I haven't done a lot of study on that, but nutritional yeast, I do know that I actually just bought it the other day and I was going to try it. It does help with, like, it's got that flavor of Parmesan cheese, and it is, like you said, Diana, it is good from what I can tell. It does have some protein in it, so it's good. But I have, number one, the biggest thing was made this a lifestyle. Those supplements right there are going to help you, but those supplements are not your answer. I hope you hear me. Supplements are not your answer. Patches you stick on your arm or your body somewhere, those are not your answer. Shots, pills to make you lose weight, those are not your answer. Things that give you heart disease or can stop your heart, those are not your answer. Your answer is food. Food is your medicine. I want you to say in below, and I want you to type it out because I want you to remember it. I really want you to type out, ladies, food is my medicine, because it is. It is also your poison. And I want you to hear me. The reason our body gets so much inflammation and starts attacking when there's nothing to really attack is because our cells are getting damaged from all of the junk that we're eating. Our cells are getting damaged, and it's giving us type 2 diabetes, and it's giving us cancer, and it's giving us bone disease, and it's giving us heart disease. We've got to clean up our diets. And these things that say healthy on the front, heart healthy, and those things like that, and they have all these ingredients that you can't name on the back. Be careful. Eat limited amounts of those foods. Just because it says healthy on the front does not mean it's healthy. That is marketing, ladies and gentlemen. Only ladies are on here. That is marketing. That is marketing. Just the patches, that is marketing. The before and the afters, telling you to buy a pill, that is marketing. That is people wanting to make money off of you. I'm sitting here today telling you the things that really do work for thousands of clients that I have worked with and for myself. And I'm going to tell you, you can buy it in your grocery store. And I'm going to tell you, it's cheaper than you think. And I've had women tell me, Allie, I can't afford to eat healthy. And I'm going to tell you this. You can't afford not to eat healthy, because you will be paying medical bills and you will be paying for pills, and your health and your body will rot and suffer. You've got to take care of your health. Diana, I do eat breakfast. I eat breakfast every day. Sometimes I take a fast. I'll eat it later in the day. That's still my breakfast because that's my breaking fast. But I don't do intermittent fasting really. Here lately I thought, I'm just going to try to eat later in the day sometimes. And sometimes I'm not eating breakfast till 11, but sometimes it's earlier. So it's not a real intermittent fast for me. It's just, hey, I really wasn't hungry yet, I guess. And so I just worry about getting my calories in, getting the right amount of calories, and what my food looks like. And I enjoy my food every day. So make it a lifestyle. Find out how many calories you're supposed to have. Start incorporating some form of strength training and change your mindset about things. Quit buying into the marketing. Quit buying into the marketing. What I teach my clients is this. I teach them what their calories look like. I teach them when their calories should change and why. I teach them how much protein they should have and why. I teach them what exercises they should do and why. And when I teach them, I hope they never come back and they never need to buy anything ever for weight loss and fitness again. And that is what I do. I work my way out of a job because this stuff right here, it works. And those pills and patches and all that stuff, they might work for a short period of time, but they could hurt your health and everything else. We don't know the adverse reactions and the things that we're going to face 10 years down the road for some of these things that we're putting on our bodies and in our bodies, right? And so I'm not out there on a witch hunt trying to find people and say they're horrible people, but I'm just telling you, ladies, bod babes, we're going to use our common sense. And I'm going to start opening my eyes and see. I was so confused, and I know you are too. It's like, should I buy this? Should I buy that? Should I take this supplement? Should I take that supplement? What should I take? Am I doing this wrong? Am I doing that wrong? And everyone's trying to sell you something. And I'm here to tell you that it's just real food. Food is your medicine or your poison. Choose what you eat wisely. You can still have some fun, but choose it wisely. Be careful. Change your lifestyle. Don't be a dieter, a chronic dieter. Find a lifestyle of health and eating the right amount of calories and the right foods that works for you. Find your own balance. I'm not out there to demonize anything that doesn't hurt you, okay? But if it's going to hurt you, limit it, stay away from it. And I say that things like processed foods, they do hurt our bodies. So limit them. Am I saying you can never have anything processed again? No. That's unrealistic, right? It's very hard. But I'm telling you, ladies, be wise. Be wise. And understand that everybody, the diet industry is a billions of dollars. I think it's $100 billion business. The diet industry. They're out there to sell you things that actually fail so they can sell you something else most times. They want to keep you coming back. They want to have something new to sell you all the time. The new scientific research of this, the new scientific research of that to help you lose weight. If you can't lose the belly fat, take this. And you'll fail again, and you'll look for the next thing to buy. I did that. Let's wake up, ladies. It's time to take care of our bodies and realize that that's just a marketing scheme. I wish there was a magic pill that didn't harm us, because I would sell it if it was good and it helped us get our health back and get our physique back. But there's not. I would sell it again and again. And so I'm going to sell you the truth instead. I have a conscience and I care about you and my clients, and I'm going to sell you the truth. I'm going to teach you the truth. And sometimes even the truth as I've learned it is wrong, and I'll change it and let you know when I find out something is wrong. Okay, so maybe almond milk isn't a good thing, but I'm on the almond milk now. and things like that. So guys, I love you. Thank you for spending such a long time with me. You're a blessing to me, and I hope that I'm a blessing to you. Now, if you need help and you want to work with a coach that cares about you, loves you, and really wants to see you succeed, that's me. And if you're interested, reach out to me. I'd love to talk to you. And I do these Thursday lives at 5 every Thursday. Just free information. I hope you watch. I hope it helps you. But if you want to get up and moving really quick, if you're tired of being where you are and just going from week to week and hearing a little bit of stuff here and there, and you really want a coach to help you move fast and get to where you need to go, that's what I do, okay? So I love you guys. Have a wonderful night. Thank you for all of the hearts and all of the cool thumbs ups and all of that stuff. I appreciate you guys so much. You are so welcome. Susan, thank you for watching. You guys have a great night, and I'll see you live right here next Thursday. I might pop in and do a little live here and there, but I'll see you for sure next Thursday, live at 5 p.m. Central.